guys, what is up? Is your girl Vanessa Morgan back again with another episode of Vamo Radio, and I'm here today with the lovely musician Dovley. Hi, Dovley. How are you, hun?
Hey Vanessa, how's it going? I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me on.
Of course. So, Dovley, as a lot of people, you are new and a fresh face in the industry right now. So if you could tell everybody a little bit about how you got started in the music industry.
Yeah, definitely. I got started in the music industry. Originally, I've been a musician pretty much my whole life. I played piano since I was 4. I always wrote music. I always got into producing music. I always have produced my own music. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts, but I've lived in Los Angeles now for like over 10 years. So for a while, I'm not super new to the music industry. The people in the music industry might know me as a former moniker, but I'm really excited to launch this new project and just share this new message with the world.
Awesome. That's awesome. If you guys don't know that you actually been recently inducted into Universal Music Group as well. So that's pretty exciting. That's awesome news. How has
Yeah,
that been
thank
for
you.
you?
It's actually really cool how I got into it. So originally, my music, my this album right now that we're promoting, it's called Beautiful Chaos. It comes out in April. I was just gonna put it out 100% independently, and then I was able to make some connects with a few friends that got me a meeting, and we were able to get a distribution deal for actually my own record label. So originally it was
Wow.
just for as an artist, but then I was like, you know what, my goal as an artist, as a producer, is really about expanding and working with other artists and expanding out. And part of the mission has always been, launching and running a label. So it's really great. It's definitely sometimes it feels a little overwhelming, but it's really
Mhm.
exciting, being an artist and also running a record label. So yeah, lots of fun.
Awesome. That's awesome. You've actually been introduced to a lot of big names in the industry today, even CeeLo Green and George Brown from Kool and the Gang. So what was it like actually meeting those people and actually being able to work with them?
Yeah, well, George Brown is actually a really good friend of mine for quite some time. I've known him since I was about 14 years old. He was always a
Wow.
music mentor of mine. He wrote a bunch of Kool and the Gang's like big hit songs. And just, over the years, he's really helped guide me not only as a musician, but just like as a human being in the music industry and how to like not lose yourself in such like kind of a crazy judgmental world. So,
Yeah.
George still to this day is someone that I'm really close with.
Wow.
CeeLo Green is great, really great working with. I was actually in his all-girl band for a little while.
Wow.
Um, yeah, he's really cool, like down to earth, nice guy. I actually performed with him on the Tonight Show, which was pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so I just feel really thankful that I've got to meet and work with lots of great musicians
Hmm.
uh, and artists and just people in the entertainment industry that have helped guide me and all that jazz.
That's really cool. And you also, like you said, performed at the Tonight Show as well as the Staples Center, which is a really huge deal. It may not even seem like it to you, but it's really huge for a lot of people. So what
No,
was it like the experience?
it definitely is. To me, performing in front of a big crowd versus performing in front of smaller crowds, it's very similar. And to me, after,
Hmm.
like if you perform for like any more than maybe like 100 people, it just kind of feels the same to me because it's just like there's a bunch of people. And, as an artist, like when you go on stage and, I've performed many, many times, I don't necessarily get nervous, but I get really like amped up and excited and there's just
Nice.
no better feeling than being on the stage and just completely letting go of yourself and just living in the moment with all the people in the audience, no matter how
Nice.
big that stage is.
That's really good. That's awesome. I mean, it's really good. It's best to be excited rather than nervous because I know a lot of artists get nervous and then freak out on stage.
You know what it is? It's because I was actually listening to like a couple podcasts about this, and it said the way that your body reads like nervousness is the same for pretty much everyone, but you can kind of train your brain how to analyze it. So some people you could say, I'm nervous, and because of it, like you train your brain to be like, oh, don't mess up, you're gonna mess up. Or you could
Yeah.
feel that like anxiousness and instead call it like excitement. So I definitely, I mean,
Right.
it's probably the same feeling as nervousness, but it just depends on how you choose to interpret it. And yeah,
Yeah. Definitely. Well, I'm glad that you do it actually really a positive way that you found to be able to cope with something like that. I don't know if I could do it, but
I think you
I'm
can.
glad you can do it.
I think
um,
might be surprised.
true, true. But you also had your own TV series as well called Fashion Dolls, which actually had over 400 million viewers, which is amazing. I think that's just outstanding, beautiful. So, how was it like actually producing your own television show? Is it any different from being a musician on stage, or what do you think about that?
You know what? I love production and producing series and pilots and TV shows and all that. It's funny because it's actually a combination of pretty much everything I love to do, which is performance. It's like producing something or overseeing it from being an idea into like it being like something fleshed out and completed. And I also really love as an artist like performing and bringing people together and doing events and kind of doing a TV series is all of that. You do events,
Hmm.
bring a bunch of people together on your production, you oversee it from beginning to end, and you get to perform. But yeah, Fashion Dolls, it's kind of crazy how it fell in my lap, but it I definitely didn't know it was going to be what it was. And like me and the rest of my team, we got thrown in the deep end as far as like producing a season of a TV show without like honestly knowing what we were doing, but we
Hmm.
learned really quick. And since then, I'm really excited. I have a new TV series that we shot the pilot for that we're going to be producing the first season of later on this year. So
Wow.
it's a lot of fun.
Wow. That's exciting. That's really cool. That's really great news to hear. And also, you have your new single that you released, Prism, and I heard you shot a music video for it really recently. So, you can tell us how did that go?
Well, it's funny you say that because Prism is a song that actually is out already, but I
Hmm.
have two new singles coming out. I actually have a single coming out tomorrow / tonight at midnight. It's called
Okay.
Ricochet. It's a
Hmm.
really cool kind of dreamy, laid back, like dance pop kind of R&B song. That's just about the power of love when it's reciprocated. So
Nice.
instead of making a song kind of about, like, oh, I'm only gonna love you if you love me, the song is more about like, hey, like look at all the great things we can do when we're there for each other. And that's
Hmm.
what the song is about. I don't even know how I got there. Maybe because like in the back of my head, I know the song comes out at midnight. I'm just like thinking of all the stuff relating to it. So I
Yeah.
apologize if I jumped there too quick.
No, not a problem. I know you got to get back to work. You're a very busy woman. So you guys, she is writing her song's gonna be coming out tonight at midnight. So we're looking forward to that as well. And also, do you have any other upcoming project that you're working on that you like to discuss?
Yes. I mean, I have Ricochet. We're actually doing a dual
Mhm,
back-to-back
mhm.
single release. So Ricochet, we shot the video for this past Sunday. And then in 2 weeks on February 14th, I'm releasing another track called Be About It, which is like a dance anthem that's all about like empowering yourself to like go out and do the things that you want and don't wait around for anyone but yourself. So that song comes out in 2 weeks. We've been also shooting the video for that. So it's like really crazy to have back to backs songs being released.
Mhm.
And then the album comes out in spring, and we're planning a tour as
Wow.
well to support the album. So 2020 is like a super busy year for us.
Yeah. That is awesome. Guys, again, this has been Dovley on Vamo Radio. And again, your host, Vanessa Morgan. You guys, tune in next time for another show, as well as look at the links. I'll post them down below. You can also follow Dovley everywhere on social media. You guys, you got to check her out. Her new music coming out really soon. Thanks so much, Dovley. I appreciate you.
No, thank you. Take care. Take care. Bye, Vanessa.